The hell's this? Alright. Previously we did some... What was it? Level 2 YouTube maps. We did our temple thing. So I do want to get some points in so we can turn off some of these league mechanics that are too risky. And then we'll be able to get more of the safer league mechanics. But we have a few tier 2 maps that we haven't gotten yet. So I think we're gonna spam some of these tier 1 maps. We're not gonna do these yellow ones. And then, yeah, we'll do some of that. We'll see if we can... I don't know if these are the same as they were before or not. But...
Stay vigilant.
Yeah. These are tier 3 maps. I don't want to jump to tier 3 maps just yet, so... It's going to be some tier 1 maps. And... could put some shit on here. I think the... I'm not sure. Oh, I forgot we got our new armor. We actually want to use our armor scraps on that still. Hadn't done that yet. This was the Zealot's Oath one, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, I was thinking we could put on some of these things. I feel like Beasts and Immortal Syndicate are just more dangerous than I want to deal with, though. We could definitely do temples. And we could do Sulfite. But since you just get Sulfite, there's not like any combat associated with it. It's just a click on the thing. It's better to do this at higher tier maps, I believe. I'm pretty sure you get more Sulfite on the higher tier maps. So using it on a tier 1 map would be a waste. I mean, in general, you'd want to do these at as high a tier map as possible, except that we'd really love to do Immortal Syndicate ones at least, just so that we can unlock some more crafting recipe stuff to make some items better. Yeah. But anyways, let's just rush through some plain white maps here. And we also gotta watch our health carefully with the whole Zelito thing, since our energy shield regens fast, but we get no health regen. Guess we'll just grab these things. Actually, I'm not really gonna use the Zodiac Laser. Hopefully that's a good item. Damn. 6-socket rare with a top tier base type. It's awesome. I mean, the stats on it are probably not going to be good. Yeah, the stats on it aren't good. But this sort of thing is still worth keeping to just to re-roll if I do end up going back to a bow build, like if this character dies. Oh, I should have also checked out what the what that unique is. The Embalmer Carnal Mitts. Evasion rating, energy shield. Socketed gems are supported by level 20 Vile Toxins. Chaos damage, life, chaos resistance, increased poison duration. I don't know what Vile Toxins support gem is, but most likely something to do with poison. So as I mentioned a long time ago, this class is good for spell casting kind of stuff, except that you get a lot of elemental damage nodes very easily, which means it's not good for chaos spells. So poison is chaos damage. And there's also like separate poison nodes on the tree. Like, here's some poison stuff over here. So those gloves are definitely not for this character. They're still pretty good gloves, though. Just having life and chaos resistance together is pretty nice. But they're not good enough to really use on a character that's not doing poison. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see if this is any decent. Nope. Oh. What do we got? I don't care about stack decks. Rare items, drop at monsters. Plus 30% all resistances. These aren't great. Let's go here. And whoops. And here. Then we can get the chest up here. We don't want monster hits overwhelm 100% physical damage reduction, because that means we'll take like twice as much damage from physical attacks since we have a bunch of armor. And yeah, I think we can't make it over this way. Could have maybe come this way instead. Yeah, we could do this. Is there anything else we can get to then? We don't want to make this too dangerous. Looks like that's about it.
Hello.
Whoops. Where's my bows section here? That in there. And then
Cool winds.
we'll sell this. Wait, that's a 5 link? 5 link. Thought it was just a regular 6 socket, but it's actually a 5 link. which is a lot more rare. It's not a top tier base item, but it's relatively close. We'll sell this. Sell that.
Wogrim Knights.
Trying to decide, do we want to turn that into a rare and see what we get? I don't think I'd actually use it unless it had some really good stuff on it. I think it'll only sell for jeweler's orbs. Yeah.
Blessings.
We'll put it in the stash. And let's go to our next map. We're going kind of slower than we really want to. We want to take these things a little faster. Try to make some actual progress. Well, I mean, we're not really making progress. I don't know. We are making progress a little as far as leveling up goes. Do I go for the damage now, or do I go for the more mana? Or do I go the life and the mana recoup? Oh, we probably end up going for Unwavering Stance also. Unwavering Stance says no evasion, but you can't be stunned. And being immune to being stunned is pretty awesome. Right into a boss arena.
Such lovely material. Give in to grace.
I'm not sure if that's one of the maps we needed or not. Still looking for those maps that we are... those tier 2 maps that we're missing. Guess we'll go back this way a little bit. Backtracking sure sucks. Well, guess that was it.
Salah.
So unless these rares get an extremely good combination of stats, this is actually pretty good. Stacking the crit chance, plus live, plus a couple big resistance rolls. We'll actually keep that. Yeah, unless these items get a really good combination of stats, we're just gonna sell them off.
Warm nights.
Alright, next map. Let me actually look real quick. What were those tier 2 maps that we needed? Stagnation, Precinct, and Belfry. Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Exile.
These ones that have a blue name, I think are supposed to be more dangerous but give you more stuff. But I don't know the monster types to really know exactly what's going to be particularly dangerous for me. This guy doing chaos damage is a little bit worrisome. Gotta watch my health better when enemies do chaos damage, since it goes through my energy shield, and I don't have the what's it called? The life regen. That's annoying.
Drive away the ugly.
Must have time to gather my will.
What's this nonsense? Oh, great. Some guy trying to run away from me. I think that's another tier 2 map that I did not need. Forms of alchemy.
Cool winds.
All right. Sell that. 66% increased armor and energy shield. It's close to being pretty good. The one we'll put in here. Guess we want to make a good rare wand at some point. Current wand is really good when it comes to buffing our spell slinger spell damage because all the damage on the wand, but we could really use one that has you can get one with a prefix. It'll be added damage to spells. I think you can only get one of those prefixes. You can't get like added cold damage to spells and added fire damage to spells type of thing. I think you can only get one. But yeah, it's just having one is really good. So it does kind of suck that we don't have one of those right now. And also this one actually has no % spell damage also, which is kind of weird. But anyways, whoops. This one Next map. Oh. Finally run into a ritual. We hadn't seen one of these yet. I'm pretty sure. Because I tend to remember when I explain a mechanic for the first time. Alright, rituals. You do all the rituals on the map, and you get a currency that you get to choose from a bunch of different things what you want to spend it on. But you don't have to do all the rituals on the map. Well, let's do this first one first. So this is gonna make the monsters bigger and do more damage. So could get hairy if we're not able to kill the monsters quickly. If the monsters, so sometimes it very much depends on what modifiers the monsters get on there, and also like what spawns. Sometimes not very many spawn, sometimes a ton of them spawn. I'm not entirely sure. I think it has to do something with... See, that guy got really big. Definitely didn't want him hitting me. But I think it's something to do with how many monsters are spawned on the map in the area of the ritual, which determines how many monsters spawn during the ritual. But yeah, we kill stuff, and then we get the tribute based on how much stuff we killed. And then you can buy these items if you so choose. So the as you can see here, we can't see some of these other items until we do more rituals. There's 2 more rituals left. And there could be a really expensive item that you don't even get enough tribute to be able to buy, and then you have to defer an item for till later. So it'll cost you some money, and then the next time you find rituals, it will be among the rewards again at a discounted price, because otherwise these rewards refresh every time and your tribute goes away every time. You have to start fresh, so you really want to try to do all the altars and figure out what's worth buying, if there's something worth deferring. But if you're not feeling confident because it's too dangerous, then you might not do all the altars. Anyways, we got another Sacred Grove. Let's just kill some stuff. That life force. And I don't even know if I should be going for a certain color of crystals. Because the recipes they give you are different. Guy's doing some big area of effect damage. Pretty sure I don't want him hitting me. Oh, he's got consecrated ground. Shit, that scared me. I'm not sure if his charge ability missed me or what exactly happened there. I might have blocked it. I think I got frozen for a second there. I hit my flask really quickly. Don't want to die while being frozen. Oh, don't want to die. Oh. Whoops. Can go down here. Try to limit how many are fighting us at once. What was that guy's little charge move he just did? Oh. Shit. Thing hella made him bigger. Alright, so we can see more things. We still can't see everything. Yeah, this orb is pretty good. But we'd much rather buy an actual good item. The items in the ritual are they call it like smart rolled or something like that, where they have on average better stats than just a random rare item on the ground. Smart loot, I think that's what they call it. I forget what the boss was for this map. Oh, it was Griffithsius. I remember now. See how I got chunked there? Guy ain't messing around. And this is with no map mods. Stop it. Yeah, we'll do this. Trying to figure out, is the map wrapping around or is it going to be a dead end over here? Because we want to get this other ritual altar done. Okay, it's a dead end. Hoping this isn't too dangerous. Oh, I completely forgot. I don't know why. Maybe they changed this, but they had it where the boss, the map boss guy, can spawn in a ritual altar, and it makes it so much scarier. So we really hope that kind of thing doesn't happen to us. 5 link Imperial Mall. 6 sockets. So that would be able to sell for some jeweler orbs. But yeah, none of this stuff is really that great. But I guess we'll buy that. Buy the Chaos Orb. I was hoping we'd be able to regret orbs also, but I guess not. These augment orbs aren't really worth anything, but I don't think deferring anything is really that valuable. We can defer this stuff, I guess. But there's a good chance we won't buy that the next time anyways. Alright, so Cassia, it's pumping time. Wait, I'm getting poisoned by these guys. Is 4 my poison flask? Yeah, 4. Alright, where is it at? Please. No. It's not supposed to be like this. Generally, you like to have cold ones to slow enemies down. Fire ones kind of have long range and do a lot of damage. And you're trying to make sure you get stuff that also kind of counters the enemy types that are spawning. This guy's super tanky. You could spend more money leveling up the thing here, but it's just one load.
I am no beast of burden.
What? Unfortunate. Okay. It's pretty much everything on the map.
I must have time to gather my will.
Exile.
All right, 94 life, 43 energy shield. Interesting. It's probably a keeper. I don't really care about percent global physical damage. Cold damage to spells, cold damage to spells and attacks. That one could have been really sweet if it had a little bit better rolls on the cold damage stuff, and if it didn't have that mana on it, it had like percent spell damage instead. Let's see. Kite shield. That's pretty sick. Tier 1 flat defenses. Tier 4 life. Crit chance for spells. Cold res. Mana regen. What's my current shield at? My current shield gives me life and some res. Chance to avoid elemental ailments is actually really good. Because this is a significant upgrade for armor and crit chance for spells is nice too. But if I lose this 18 all res, what am I at? I think that's worth it. Definitely not a perfect shield, but that's pretty dang good. We will get that armor up, and then we will link the sockets. And then we will change the socket colors. This one. This shield will go in the stash somewhere. Where the hell's our shield slots? There we go. Let me put all this other crap in here. Whoops, that doesn't go there. This goes here. Assume I'm not using that. Got a lot of life regen. Energy shield and the mana are actually nice. Oh, this one's got mana also. Every time we get energy shield, it synergizes nicely with the Zealot's Oath, since we have that. But I think our current belt is still better. Alright, next. Yeah, we're 1 point away from that point. What was that? Assume it's something trying to cast a spell at me. Just trying to read if any of these remaining life masteries are good for us. Another map we don't need, yay!
I must have time to gather.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! Damn it. A dead end. Oh, hell no. Gotta run all the way back this way.
Blessings.
That one was fast. What happens when you don't get any league mechanics? That's it.
Celerim.
I think we still haven't got any of those missing tier 2 maps. Oh, beasts. We haven't had beasts in a while.
We will be best friends, beast, until we slaughter you.
I just hate the red beasts. They're so tanky.
Great job, Exile. I now will take the captured beast to the menagerie.
Ideally, we get some help out of Einhar.
Until we slaughter you.
Fire rating, what do we get? Low cold resistance roll. Pretty weak.
Hello again, local.
Not really liking what I'm seeing here. Plus 50%. They're gonna block the shit out of my spells. We'll just do that.
Not a chance.
You get like shitloads of the same maps. Alright, this one's another different one that I'm pretty sure we haven't run into yet. But it's a lot like the Breach one. But in this case, this one will... We're going to click on it. There's going to be a bunch of enemies like frozen in time. And with a time limit. And all the ones that you kill, essentially, while they're frozen in time, will come to life when the timer ends. And then you have to kill them again, with them actually attacking you that time. So yeah, sometimes some of the enemies in here can be pretty dangerous. I don't know enough about this mechanic, but it's gonna... If it's like something that's too dangerous for you, you're not gonna really even have the DPS to kill them while they're frozen in time anyways, so it's kind of got a safety net in that regards. But yeah, some of them have special icons above their head because they drop some certain items when you kill them. Certain types of items. So those are the ones that you tend to want to go after. But yeah, you have such little time to actually do it. But we did get some stuff. Let's actually look at that. It looks like we're gonna have to actually run back here again. Probably the boss is over here again. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, what we got from those guys, besides some splinters here, is these incubator things, which you just have to kill a certain number of monsters, and then the incubated item will drop on the ground. So, some of them are sort of more specific than other ones. So, yeah. I don't know. You just want to... I shouldn't have done that on the boots, because we do want to replace our boots still. So if we were to get a boot upgrade, we would have to either wait or give up on the incubating item. But yeah, those incubating things, since there's some randomness to what they actually give you, they're often not that useful. But you still, it's like, it's basically free stuff, so you might as well use them when you do get them. And the item level is like built into the incubator thing, the item level of the reward. So yeah, it's can be alright.
Blessings.
But most of the time it's like the item just drops on the ground and you completely forgot you had an incubator thing. It's not like you really do anything intentional to get the loot. Socket, cast speed, evasion rating, all res.
Celerim.
I think we're still not getting any of the tier 2 maps that we need. We're just gonna keep doing the bone crypt. And yeah. We're killing like hundreds of enemies each map, so we gotta kill several thousand enemies for the incubator, but it's not really that much. Some maps definitely have a lot more enemies than others, though. Extra life and life regen. This guy's gonna be kinda tanky. If he had like fire resist, then we'd take a longer to kill him. I'm not sure if this map is a fixed layout. Didn't think it did, but the layouts have been seeming extremely similar. Whoa. Those electric guys are annoying. Can't dodge all those little sparks. And they apply what's that called? It's the electricity buff thing, debuff that makes you take more damage. I forget what it's called off the top of my head. Shock. That's what it's called. You can look on the tree here. It's shock. Shock increases damage taken by up to 50%. So the tooltip thing or the debuff tells you how much shock you got on you if you have it. And yeah, it's quite a dangerous thing. Anything that makes you take a % more damage is
Exile.
not something to mess with. It's one of those crab things that you kill and then you gotta kill again. Yep. Or maybe not. That was weird. We got poisoned.
Salah.
And another crypt down. Damn. That's not too bad because it's got another prefix, so you could put life or % armor on it, but the combo of armor and life, I'd rather just have flat armor on there. Or flat life, so that I could put the % armor on there. But yeah, pretty good armor.
Keep your eyes sharp.
Another bone crypt. Alright, we got ourselves another ritual. Let's see what the ritual contains. Sorry, like the how it buffs enemies. Okay, faster monsters. That's one of the worst ones for a character that is often trying to kite enemies. Well, even if you're a melee character, fast enemies. A lot of the enemies in the game are melee, and they're only dangerous if they hit you. So the haste stuff, they not only get to you quicker, but they also have faster attack speed. So if they have some combination of mods that also makes them do more damage, then them getting move speed on top of that makes them way more dangerous. Let's see. No. 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 That one's relatively good. But yeah, we have our deferred items here, so we might end up buying those if the rest of these items continue to suck. What was that? This guy's like corpse exploded or something, and I almost died. Oh, this is a war staff. So there's two types of staves. There's staves and then there's war staves. So staves are more caster weapon, and war staves are more of a actual melee weapon. So I don't remember how the stat rolls work on it. I think it was the regular staves can't get like physical damage kind of stuff, like added damage to attacks, stuff like that. I think it was something like that. It's either that or it's the war staves can't get spell damage stuff on them. It's one or the other. Last I checked, at least. Which means that yeah, one can get more types of mods, but that means it's like less likely to be what you want, I guess you could say. It's quite interesting getting a whole bunch of unset rings. I'm gonna be finally getting a ring upgrade. Well, I mean, yeah, possible. This other ring that we had was pretty good, if I recall correctly. Yeah. Life and energy shield, and life regen, and mana, and res. That ring's awesome. But this other one's basically just res and some chaos res. Whereas if we can get a ring, I know we're not even using this socket yet, but like, for example, we could put vitality here, and then if we had like a ring, we could put another thing on the ring, and then it gives us a situation where we can put more support gems. So yeah, let's do this ritual here. We'll worry about the ring. We'll worry about the ring later. The rings. Sorry, not ring. Rings. Well, let's check if this happens to have an amazing locked prefix on there. Or could be prefix or suffix, I think. But it's not. Our ritual rewards aren't looking that great. We started in a different area of the map this time, so definitely ain't the same map as previously. I think the boss is still going to be sort of in an area towards the center, though, because it's not a boss arena like a lot of the bosses have. Yeah, this could be a problem. Actually, this boss in particular isn't really scary. But this could be one of those situations, though, where I was talking about earlier, where the boss gets spawned in the ritual fight. If they still do that. I always thought it made these rituals really too scary. Oh, there he is. So I didn't like the game design of that, but looks like it's still in. Let's move these here so we can pick up another item. Gonna grab the quiver. Oh, a glorious plate too. Yeah, let's see what we got on the items here. A synthesized crimson jewel. Interesting. Got some weird modifiers on it. I think synthesized is why it has that 2% attack speed implicit modifier. But I don't know really what synthesized actually means. But yeah, I'm not gonna buy that. 5 splinters out of 300 to create a simulacrum. I don't even know what a simulacrum is. Alright, we got some tribute. Actually we'll come back. Because we have to get inventory space anyways.
Blessings.
Alright, we're selling that. We need to identify all these rings and some other stuff. Sell, that's a sell, that's a sell. Wait. That one's actually a keep. That's a sell. That's a sell. Let me sell all the big things first. And then we'll finish looking at the rings. Alright, definitely sell that. Definitely sell that. Plus 1 level of socketed gems. There's no ring. sorry, no life on this ring, so that. I think we're just gonna sell this. Definitely sell that one. Sell that one. Whoops, we're getting to the stupid recipe bullshit. Actually, I keep doing that, but maybe we should have got that recipe for the rings. So yeah, on this ring, we put life on this ring. Got 11 all res, lots of life regen, and a bunch of intelligence, which would be useful for some builds. So we're gonna keep that. This one, what can we actually put on that ring? I don't know.
Celerim.
Yeah, we can put damage to attacks, but I don't really care about that shit. There's probably some other crafting thing that you can put on there that I just don't have unlocked yet, which would make it more useful. So I think we'll keep both of these. They're not as great as I was hoping. We have to finish the map still, but just grab our next map here. And yeah, we haven't decided yet what we're gonna spend our ritual points on, but there's actually a 4th altar this time. Sometimes there's 4, sometimes there's less. I don't know if I've ever seen more than 4 altars. But since there's another altar, we're gonna get more points, and then at that point we'll be able to make a more informed decision about what we want to spend our points on.
Purity will prevail.
I'm expecting there's gonna be a lot of enemies in this altar, because we just fought a lot of enemies. Nope. We're very close to leveling. We got the boss again. The 3rd time for this map. What we got here? Marker. Alright, so I think we're gonna just grab these. Gem Cutter's Prison's pretty nice. Harbor Horizons is also pretty nice. Sounds good. Again, though, I'd really just like to see a really good item. Since, because of the smart loot stuff or whatever, you can get really good items. At a... I mean, you can get really good items like anywhere, but you can get really good items at a higher chance of success, or whatever you want to call it. More reliably. I'm not sure which other mechanics in the game have smart loot, but it's definitely in
Exile.
other reward systems in the game as well.
Warm nights.
Alright, we got our point for more life. Gonna be a pretty good chunk of life. We're going from 3,820 life to 4,036. So we got more than 200 life out of that point there. That was great. As far as life mastery goes, I don't know if anything in here is very good. Sorry, 15% increase max life if there are no life modifiers on equipped body armor. I don't remember seeing that before, but that's pretty sweet. I think our current body armor does have life. Yeah. So you gotta hold down the Alt key and see what counts as life on here. But yeah, if we were to look at my previous body armor, this one did not have any life on there. So that would have worked with this 15% increased mass life thing. So yeah, that's a pretty good mastery. Since, as I've mentioned before, a lot of uniques may not have life on them. They'll either be lacking resistance or they'll be lacking life. But anyways, next map. How's our incubator stuff doing? We're at 2,000 kills out of 7,000 something. So still a little ways to go there. A map, 2 6-socket items. That one that we already have. Is that actually what we're wearing right now? Whoops. We didn't need to identify that. it's the same one that we're wearing right now, we could check real quick if it's got better rolls than what we have, but they're somewhere around the same. And it doesn't have all the sockets like a current one has. We've had like a really good had really good rolls on it, then we would have considered using it, but had to be like definitively better to bother with it. Its move speed stuff can be a little bit dangerous. You can definitely get yourself, you can like run yourself deep into trouble before you even have time to react. Leveling gems. Assume we're still a ways away from we're still a long ways away from getting level 20 on any of our gems that we've had for a while.
I must have time to gather my will.
Cool wind.
Alright, let's see. No. 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 No.
Blessings.
Seems like we've only been getting the dang tier 2 maps that we already have. Let's see. Yeah, still no Belfry, no Stagnation, no Precinct. Whoops. Want more Bone Crypt. Whoa. Not sure what I should actually be going for right now. As far as more damage on my build goes. We'll clear this area before we interact with that thing. We want all of our damage going into frozen guys.
Must have time to gather.
We didn't manage to run into any guys that dropped any special loot that time, so that kind of sucked. So we'll take the bow. Bam. I got chunked again.
Salah.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Be careful.
I'm gonna decide if we're gonna go to those tier 3 maps. Still really want boot upgrade, and then if we get the armor energy shield on our boots, then we will only need the armor energy shield on our helmet to get the armor energy shield mastery, which I think gives us like extra armor out of our chest armor or something. Monsters take reduced damage. Can be annoying, but not the worst altar, usually. The annoying thing is it keeps summoning these stupid totems, which you don't have to kill the totems to finish the ritual. You have to kill the monsters, but it keeps spawning the totems. We got Alva on our map here.
Just in time. We found every
All right,
incursion
what do we got?
needs proper preparations.
Up to the right would be good, right would be good. Tormented spirits suck, we're gonna want to change that. Tormented spirits like jump inside of freaking rare enemies and make them a lot more dangerous. They can even jump in bosses. So it's not something we really want to mess with. Unless you do like giga damage. Or you just kill everything super fast and it doesn't matter. So we got no door
Good
opener
job,
there.
Exile.
Kinda sucks. But we will have more attempts. Or more opportunities, or where you want to look at it.
Just in time. Ah, there you are. Ready to revisit the past? The more you kill, the more you change my map.
Alright.
And the closer we get to finding
Monster
the temple in the
criticals.
present day.
Better breach.
It's time.
Rather have a breach than having all the monsters in the temple crit me. Now if we do get a door drop here, I'm not sure where we actually want to open to. Let's just go here. The problem is, we open to here.
Good job.
The problem is you can open to the boss here, but we might not actually get a way up to this room anyways. So
You've decided to keep the architect of the breach alive.
this
I
gives us
honestly don't know what he'll do
more
after
opportunities to get up to here,
it. The
and
temple looms
we may not ever get to the boss, but the boss doesn't really give you that good of stuff.
Must have time to gather.
Like, it's perfectly fine to do a temple where you can't even get to the boss. The boss is relatively easy, so you do want to kill it generally, unless you have a ton of modifiers on the temple that make the boss really scary. Well, I think we ran past the boss area again. Damn it. Got a bunch of things that I want to consider. Alright, we are at 3 out of 4. We've unlocked all the rewards, it looks like. We could consider not doing the last altar if we felt that it was like too dangerous. I think we're gonna grab that. Yeah. If there was like not enough stuff even bother buying, then we might skip the last altar. We will look at the rewards in detail once we finish clearing this other stuff first.
Just in time. Ah, there you are.
Alright.
Revisit the past.
The
more you kill, the more
any
you
direction is
and
fine.
the closer we get
Item
to
yield
finding
of the temple
in the present day.
compared to fire damage.
Let's go.
Well, it's monster health compared to fire damage.
Must have time.
Monster health, I'm fine with. Oh, that was nice. I think we wanted to go here and up. Yeah. Actually, straight left might have been more convenient for us. We went.
Good job, Exile.
Yeah. Straight left would have been more convenient pathing through the temple. But not that big a deal. We got stuff connected. So we had one more altar or ritual or whatever. Is it back here? Or was that just the Alba thing? Where's the fourth ritual? Oh, it was right at the start.
Exile.
Let's just get all this stuff looked at. Looking for anything amazing.
Warm nights.
Alright. What do we want? No. 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 I think we already have one of these. No. No. But we don't really want anything. Yeah. Bunch of items I'm just not really gonna use. So, fuck it. Alright, one more bone crypt.
Cool winds. Blessings.
I'm not ready.
That was a juicy one, Exile!
Great. Red Beast. A bunch of freaking fireballs chasing after me. Can't stand still for those. Well, I assume you can't. Assume it would be a bad idea. You can probably tank them with really good gear or something. Some ridiculous fire resistance,
Fine capture.
maximum res, kind of build, something like that. Oh, it's a yellow beast. Yellow beast.
You have been captured, beast. You will be a survivor, or you will be fooled.
That was scary.
That was a great hunt. I now will write a mighty poem about it.
Okay.
Salam.
Was that the last one? I can't recall.
Blessings.
Alright, that was the last one of those. I think we're gonna move to one of these tier 3 maps. I was really hoping we get tier 2 maps that we don't have, but I guess it's not in the cards. What tier 3 maps do we not have? Primordial Blocks, Primordial Pool, and Strand.
How's the
I want to
trail?
see if he has any to purchase of those that we don't have. And then also we can check the Kirak missions. None of these are any of those ones that we just mentioned. So, I think for these tier 3 maps, we still just only need to do them on magic or higher difficulty. So I'm gonna be avoiding these rare ones unless they have a combination of mods that's very non-threatening, which is quite unlikely. We want it as safe as possible. We can put the sulfite on here, sure. I don't know what the map boss is gonna be.
I must have time to gather my will.
Oh, I don't know the shape of this map either.
Another goodbye.
Looks like we got a boss arena. Oh, is this gonna be like Act 7? Where you fight Groost or whatever his name is? What it's looking like. Summons the wolves and stuff. Throws the spears at you. There he is. Quite a reasonable fight. Let's spend our point here real quick. We'll go down here so that we can start removing points from the mechanics that we don't want to mess with. Wait. Oh, there's a low level item. This is actually what we had before. That trail of lightning thing puts zapped or shocked to ground on the ground, and that's 30%. Increased damage taken. So it's very helpful if you have things like reduced effect of shock on you, or just your immunity to shock, so that stuff like that doesn't make you take massively increased amounts of damage. That type of thing's how you end up getting one shot. Bunch of shit's exploding. We got a thing over here telling our incubators are getting near completion. Looks like this map's over with. No good loot, but at least we got ourselves a skill point
Be
thing.
careful.
Alright, next tier 3 map. So we just did fields. Infested Valley. Those guys are gonna do damage that I don't want them to do. We'll come back to that one. Knocked ground for 20% increased damage. Not ideal. Percent of max life is extra max energy shield. That can be really annoying, but fairly doable. Keep getting these delirium mirrors. Something that I'm going to be disabling. This is some of the monsters in the delirium thing are... They have this big slam attack that just kind of can one-shot you out of nowhere. The hell?
Death to sin!
This will be nice for
So yeah, I guess this map's kind of linear, so we're gonna want to do this now instead of coming back to it. These guys have a big slam attack thing though that we really don't want to get one shot by. If the enemies get some kind of big buff. They also have really big, like, regular auto attack damage if you let them hit you. So it's pretty scary when those guys have movement speed kind of stuff. So that they can get in and hit you. Whereas normally you just fight them easily. What do we got this time? Alright, I guess we'll finish looking at that. Once we've finished all the altars, so we can just look at everything at once. This time there's only 3 altars instead of 4. Which generally means you end up with, less currency, which can be annoying. We'll grab the staff. We got enough. Identify scrolls that we can afford to. So yeah. She gets very scary if you get these situations where you're not killing enemies and they are kind of stacking up. Because then you can't run around them when there's too many of them. Alright. That's a no. 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 Oh, crap. No. I don't know what these ritual splinters and this ritual vessel thing actually even do. These splinters are kind of expensive, but not really. Like, you could definitely save them up if you wanted to, but since I don't know what they do, and they probably like open up a map that has like some level 80 boss or something in it, type of thing. So because of that, I probably don't want to mess with it. So yeah, I think we'll just get all that stuff and 900. I was hoping we'd have enough for one of those, but oh well. We still need to find a boss in here. We got a crafting recipe. If we can get over there without dying. How's this? Oh no, it went in the boss. We're doing good damage to the boss at least. Yeah, those things can make the bosses very dangerous. I'm glad that didn't get that bad. Our next point, let's see, what are we going to give up on? We're gonna give up on abysses for sure. The rest of these, I'm not sure if we're actually giving up on. We really want to give up on some of these ones on the right side. Metamorphosis, Delirium. Primarily those two. Not sure what else we'll do. Maybe Expedition. Expedition's one of my least favorite, just because of the reading that's involved.
Keep your eyes sharp.
Alright, another tier 3 map. Make it blue. Make it non-dangerous. Accuracy. Alright, that one's good. We don't really care about any of those things.
Goodbye, Exile.
This is gonna be is his face? Looks like it. Maligaro. Taking chaos damage in here, which is not ideal. That's a lot of my effective HP comes from We can have one of these and what? This could be bad. Would have been much happier not having these stupid purple cyclones during that. Forgot. I have a sound effect for 5 link items. It's all part of the loot filter. I think we still got more stuff over here to do. Arthur carries gloves. I'm not familiar with these. I have armor, energy shield, and percent increased damage over time. Seems like a good base type. More so for certain types of abilities than others. We do have some ignite from like our fireball totems, for example. Does some ignite damage, but it's very little compared to the just the regular hits of the fireballs. So it doesn't really matter. But I mean, other gloves don't have any sort of implicit modifier like that. So it definitely is a good base type. I just don't think I really need it. Otherwise I'd pick it up and turn it into a rare and try to make something good out of it. All right. Breaches, Expedition, Sacred Grove. guess we'll get rid of Expedition. It's just too much of a pain to read and to try to avoid dangerous modifiers and stuff. Even though you can get really good items from it. Particularly from Rog. Oops. I don't think we're actually gonna use this sword for anything. We're just gonna sell it anyways. It's relatively a pretty good amount of energy shield. Could definitely do better though.
Keep your eyes sharp.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. All right. Next, Tier 3 map. Shrine. No, we don't want monsters dealing extra damage. Unique bosses? I don't think so. Not without knowing what boss is on the map. Ender. Hit. Monster variety. And we'll keep getting ourselves more sulfite. So we can do some more delve. Not today though. It's too late for doing today. Still running without a blast to remove burning. I think that's a lower level sword. Level 28 sword.
Good find, Exile.
Must have time to gather will.
Damn. We got the maps. I don't know if any of those were ones that we need, but we got the maps.
This'll do nicely, Exile.
Not sure if we're gonna fight Piety here. Or we might fight the Act 8 bow guy or whatever. So you get one of the orbs for. Oh, Piety.
Enough of this!
Crafting recipe. Life and mana rank 4. Hell yeah.
Damn you!
It's weird that sometimes our damage seems like it's really good. Alright, let's go over this way. So we can turn off some other League mechanic stuff. And what do we got? I think the damage taken recouped his mana. It's just really good. Because once we've got a little bit more invested in mana, we're going to end up taking 40% of damage is taken from mana before life. And that is going to be we're gonna take big chunks to the mana a lot. But it'll make us very tanky. Let's see.
Salah.
Too bad seeing that 80%, 88% increased energy shield. And then like no other very good stats. Not that it's not my ideal boot type though. We still want armor and energy shield, but
Be careful.
he's seen a really good roll, and then everything else is bad. Alright. We did get one of the missing tier 2 maps. We still have this tier 3 map though. Which I don't particularly want to do without changing it. Let's see what our Keurig missions were. Looks like our Keurig missions actually changed. I think they were tier 3 maps before. So that's kind of annoying. So yeah, we're gonna do this map, but we're gonna use an Orb of Scouring. These are kind of rare, so you don't want to waste them, but use a Orb of Scouring to get rid of the rareness of it, and then just make it a much safer map. Sacred and Chilled, slowing down our move speed. Can be very dangerous if there's certain things that you are super supposed to dodge and then you sort of dodge.
This way, Exile. Put down the spawn.
They're running away from me? How annoying. Is he dead yet? Oh, he's not even dead yet. Fuck, dude. Can't even click the next one until we kill the last little motherfucker. God damn it. Are we done yet? Or did some other little guy run away?
Fine, Exile. Another good find.
Damn. You see that? We're at maximum sulfite. That was fast. I guess next time I'll be doing some delve. Are we even... Is this like Crucible? Not a fan of the chaos damage. Freaking bypassing. Oh shit. I'm gonna get bomb here. Yeah, let's start pointing.
This'll do nicely, Exile.
I must have time to gather.
Cool winds.
Fingerless silk gloves. 12% increased spell damage. Huh. Just like those other gloves. Or they have an implicit thing on them. Which, pretty cool. But these definitely don't help me out.
Warm nights.
Alright, what else do we got? We are done with all our tier 3 maps that we have. We can run this tier 2 map real quick. Where is that? Is that the one over here that we needed? No, it's not. Alright, we will run the one over here. Got a couple 6-socket items there. Sell for dual crafter orbs. We like to see it.
Must have time to gather my will.
Another crafting recipe. Special defenses? I don't even know what that means. What boss do we got? I thought it was gonna be something in the puddle. No idea what this guy does. Okay. We're just a couple points away from getting rid of more of these undesirable mechanics. Let's go with that and this, I guess. And
Must have time to gather my will.
Out of inventory space.
Cool winds.
Sell those.
Blessings.
That's a little bit bigger than I expected. Thought we were at the end.
The corrupt shall fall.
Blessings. Blessings.
All right. Did we end up with any other tier 2 or tier 3 maps that we haven't done? Doesn't look like it. So probably could do some tier 4 maps, but considering we have a lot of tier 2 maps, I feel like we should just do tier 2 maps. Well, I need to do delves since I maxed out the shit. I don't really want to do delve right now. I want to do a little bit of more maps. I don't remember if I even liked any of these maps, but we'll just call it a day. Next time we're gonna do delve, since we are capped on our sulfite. So we have plenty of sulfite with which to go get more azurite so that we can level up our light radius and our resistance to the darkness, so that we can go down to some slightly deeper areas. I don't think we want to go down to the same monster level as the maps we've been doing, though. Delve. It's a lot like a perpetual ritual mechanic. where just you've got enemies constantly spawning around and you have a relatively small area that you can run around in. So if you aren't able to, what happens is the way you often die is that you have to avoid some enemies' attacks. But if you spend too much time avoiding attacks, you're not doing enough DPS, and then more and more monsters spawn, and then you have to avoid even more attacks, and it really quickly snowballs out of hand, and you die because you're not able to kill things because you're trying to avoid things that are going to kill you. So it's a delicate balance. So that's why I really don't want to go into any too deep areas of the delve. We want to stick around the probably the mid-60s, and we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely tankier than I used to be, but my damage hasn't really gone up in a while, so I'm definitely not really confident. It'd be really nice if we had at least a 5-link. If we had a 5-link, I think the play with the 5-link is for our fireball totem. We want on a 5-link. Because what that gives us is we go back to doing the multiple projectiles with the fork. Because the way that just like multiplies your AoE damage is just way too good. So that's what I'd really like to get. Although we still have to figure out also if I want to add to the spell slinger or not. So if I add a third ability to the spell slinger, the reason to not do that is because it's only a percentage of my overall damage. Because I have a lot of damage in the fireball totem and a lot of damage in the Armageddon brand. So the spell slinger spells, adding one more spell slinger spell at the cost of a large chunk of my unreserved mana is not really that great. It's possible that I should be going for just putting like a fire penetration support on these spells so that they do more damage without and that will increase the mana reservation cost of these two abilities, but it won't be nearly as much as having 3 abilities on Spellslinger. So that's what I'm leaning towards. Yeah, our wand attack is so weak. If you look at the DPS of the wand attack compared to the fireball totem, ridiculous. But yeah, the Wave of Conviction, at least it hits for decent damage, and the Firestorm hits for decent damage. But they'd definitely be better if they had fire penetration on them. Deals a couple hundred extra damage against burning enemies. I'm confused as to whether or not that's... It doesn't seem like that's already calculated in the tooltip. So I think the Armageddon brand is probably also doing more damage than the tooltip says, because the enemies are generally always burning from ignites. So Firestorm has a 25% chance to ignite. The Fireball Totem has a 50% chance to ignite. Not sure. Does the Armageddon brand... Yeah, that has a chance to ignite. The Wave of Conviction probably also has a chance to ignite. Yeah. So... yeah. We have basically permanent ignite on stuff. So this immolate support does a lot. It could that's another thing that could be used as a support skill for our Spellslinger abilities. I'm not sure, maybe we are gonna end up... we might end up just completely getting rid of Spellslinger. It's kind of good, but at the same time it kind of sucks. The we could probably... well, we could potentially do more damage. Just casting spells instead of Spellslinger proccing a couple spells. It's hard to say. We go straight to casting spells. We really like the fire exposure that the Wave of Conviction does. You can still theoretically do lightning exposure part of the time also. But if we were to get rid of the Spellslinger stuff, we would potentially just manually cast Wave of Conviction with some support gems in it. So we'd go like added fire damage stuff to it to make sure it's doing tons of fire damage and always applies fire exposure. But I don't know. Problem is, Wave of Conviction, if you read the tooltip, you can only have one Wave of Conviction at a time. Which means at high casting speeds, it will cancel out your previous Wave of Conviction when it's only like gone halfway.
Exile.
So it's very... It doesn't really scale late game very well because of that. Similar problem with the Firestorm. You can only have 3 Firestorms at once. So when I'm just spamming Firestorms, I'm losing out on part of the value of the Firestorm. But the first hit deals the most damage. So it's also base duration is 1.4 seconds. So if you divide that by you divide that by 3, basically, if your cast speed is more frequent than that, that's when you're losing out on value. What is my attack speed? My attack time is 0.66 seconds. So yeah, currently even spamming attacks, I'm getting full value out of the Firestorms because the first one ends before I'm done with the third one's cast. But yeah, that's fine for now. But I'm not sure how long that's gonna last. Wait, I have a lightning damage support with the kinetic bolt? Why am I doing that? I mean, I guess I'm doing it for the flat damage, but that doesn't really do me that much good. I should definitely replace that. I just don't know if there's anything really worth putting here. The wand attack's just so unimportant. That actually like doubles the wand attack DPS. It's insane. Wait. Is that calculated right? Oh, this one's against burning enemies. I forgot about that. Okay, so the wand DPS actually isn't as bad as I thought. It's because of the added damage to burning enemies isn't getting wait. I assume that gets multiplied properly so that it's better than this when the enemies are burning. That's what I'm under the assumption that that's how it works. Yeah, pretty sure that's how it should work. So I'm pretty sure that's how it does work. They put a lot of effort into making certain Certain abilities have effectiveness of added damage at different values. So that abilities that do like lots of little hits or faster attack speed don't get as much. They get like they don't get like extra damage or extra value out of flat damage compared to a slower ability, because these slower abilities get a larger multiplier on flat damage, essentially. Otherwise, you get fast attack speed, and then flat damage becomes super OP. So. Oh yeah, we can also craft some better life on here, because we got a recipe at some point. Let's do that just for... Because it was bugging me for a while that we had a lower life modifier on that stupid thing. Apparently, we can't actually put tier 4 life on a ring. Got the tier 4 recipe earlier, but it's not allowed. But yeah, we got a pretty good amount of life and shield. Our armor isn't that great, although part of this is it's gone down even more because we've leveled up as far as the percentage goes. So it's not like we've got worse armor. We have better armor than we had earlier today. But yeah, higher enemies, essentially the armor calculation is you need more armor to reduce the same percentage against higher enemies. I think it's based on enemies. I think leveling up does not make you literally take increased damage, because that would be silly. But yeah, anyways, that's about it. It's quite late. We'll do Delve next time, like I said, to bend our Voltaxic Sulfite and hopefully get some useful stuff out of it.